Y'all, Godswilla back again. We're finally gonna finish it off for now. I hear rumors that they're making a new one, but we won't know for sure. So without further ado, we're getting to the most recent movie, the Netflix 2022 Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is the most recent movie to have come out in this franchise. This came out a year before the game. And once again, it's the same title as the original. Well, besides there's in the original, and there's something that is gonna I'm gonna keep bringing up in this review, and I know it's probably gonna get annoying, but the lack of the family, or just people around Leatherface that kill too. Whether it's a Sawyer, while it's a Hewitt, while if it's a Slaughter, it don't matter. What made these movies enjoyable, even the ones that aren't really that good, what made them enjoyable was the family dynamic. It was the family dynamic, whether it was from while it was from Sheriff Hoyt and Tommy Hewitt, Leatherface in the remake. I like their dynamic in those movies. I liked Vilmer and Leatherface in Texas Chainsaw: The Next Generation. And who doesn't love the duo of Chop Top and Leatherface in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, even though Leatherface was really fucking mid in that movie, but that's a whole different discussion. But you love the dynamic of the family. You love how funny Cook is, how Cook just wants a reason to hit him in the first one. He just wanted a reason to hit him. The family dynamic is what really made these movies really stand out to me. It became a vital part in this series for me, or in these movies that I really enjoy. The interactions between the family members. But unfortunately, this is the movie that it's just Leatherface. He's just a killer. Which, this is the first time they've basically done this. Besides Texas Chainsaw 2013, Leatherface isn't really a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. It's just an origin story, so we don't really... that's not really included, but, it's whatever. But, the last one that truly had a family dynamic was Texas Chainsaw Massacre beginning back in 2006. It's like they thought the family is what ruined the franchise, and it's going to be farther from the truth. I feel the families were the best parts of the movies, in my opinion. Every single one of them, their interactions, how they argue, they bully each other. That felt like Texas Chainsaw Massacre to me. But I don't really know. But anyways, enough of me rambling on. Let's get into this. So, we got these group of people. We got our final girl. She's a school survivor, and we got her sister. They're going to Harlow, Texas. Yeah, Harlow, Texas. They're gonna is it a vacation? I forgot why they were going there. If it was a vacation, I forgot. That's how I just don't understand. Yeah, they were going on vacation or something, or just going there to visit. I have no clue. But on their way there, they encounter the mother figure of Leatherface. So, and to be clear, guys, this isn't a sequel to. This is purely just a sequel to the first movie. Kind of like Texas Chainsaw 2013. Which means now we have another new timeline. So first we have the OG 2, then we got 3, then we got 4, and then we got the 2 remakes. The 2 remake movies, the remake and the sequel Then we got Texas Chainsaw 2013 that started a new franchise, and then Leatherface 2017 continues that story. And now we got a brand new story that's a sequel to the first one. So they keep really going back to the first one. They keep wanting to do the sequel to the first one. I mean, I get it. The first one's amazing, and most of the other ones are trash. I understand that. But at some point, you're going to confuse your audience by keep on redoing stuff. I mean, for sakes, bro, we literally just got done doing another timeline that's a sequel to the original. Yet, people were mixed on Leatherface. It wasn't a horrible horror movie. It's just not a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. That's my main issue with it. That's what made it, like, I guess that's probably why fans dogged on it, because it wasn't a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. It's like how Halloween Ends isn't a Halloween movie. It's not a bad horror movie. It's just not a Halloween movie. It's the same concept. We're not saying these movies are bad. We're just saying they're in the wrong fucking franchise. That's all we're saying. Even though Leatherface is in this movie, it just still doesn't feel like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. You can have Leatherface swing his chainsaw around like he did in the original. You can have him recreate kills, put someone on a hook or whatever. Have him recreate kills from the first or second movie or whatever it was. You can have him recreate that. It just isn't. It isn't Texas Chainsaw Massacre to me, because the family is a vital part of that, in my personal opinion. Obviously people have different opinions, but to me, what really made those original movies and the remakes was the family dynamic. The family dynamic. But with that aside, so we meet this mother figure of Leatherface that, like, she's not really his mom, but she's like a mother figure. She took care of Leatherface. Leatherface hasn't killed in it's 2020. It would have been 40 years at that. No. Almost 50 years, because now it's 50 years. Yeah, so it's like 49, 48 years after Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1. Yeah. So Leatherface is like almost fucking 80. Let's just point that out. I'm just pointing that out, y'all. He's 80 years old. I'm just pointing that out. Just I mean, Michael Myers was like 60 in his 60s in the 2018 in the Blumhouse trilogy. But Michael Myers is a force of nature, which I can believe a 60-year-old Michael Myers can do stuff in that trilogy. And then, because Leatherface was always just he was human. Leatherface is a normal human. He's just crazy. He got cannibalistic tendencies. That's the thing about Leatherface. So Leatherface is like, I don't know. He doesn't start killing until the mom dies, which as soon as his mother figure dies, it's pretty much GG for everybody. Or, So the ambulance comes to pick her up because she's like having a heart attack or something. I have no idea. She just dies. And then Leatherface is like consoling her. And then the cop touches him where he's not supposed to. And then Leatherface literally rips his wrist. Bones are sticking out sharp. Yes, you heard me correctly. He breaks his wrist. His bones are sticking out, and then uses the sharp point of his bones to stab him to death. Yes, that's how wild and crazy we are getting. And then this cop starts shooting at everything but Leatherface, and then shoots the driver. And one of the girls that were part of this group, they went with them. So they crash, and then the cop is supposedly dead, I think he comes up for a second, then he gets killed permanent. Then he gets finished off by Leatherface. Then you see him make a face mask out of the mother figure. This Leatherface mask, I think it's bad. I think it's good. I think it's good. It's not the best. He looks like a depressed old man, but it's not bad. Um. Ooh. Ooh. Man, man. I have to state again. I miss the Sheriff Hoyts. I miss the Chop Tops. I miss the Vilmers. I miss the Drayton Sawyers. I. It. Man. Hopefully, when they make a new one, if they make a new one, they have to have a family. It doesn't have to be Drayton, Chop Top, or Hitchhiker. It doesn't have to be like the original or any character that exists, even though that would be pretty cool. But have a fucking family with Leatherface, please. That's just the whole point to me. That's the whole point of this. Is the family dynamic between Leatherface and his siblings or father or whatever they would be. So, Leatherface, he basically kills everybody. But there's another part of this movie that really baffles me. We have Sarah Connor, Sally Hardesty, come back. Yes, folks, they blatantly rip off Halloween 2018, where they did Sarah Connor, Laurie Strode. They're doing Sarah Connor, Sally Hardesty. Yes, the final girl from the original movie. Now, the original actor unfortunately passed away, so they had to use a different actor. But that came out of nowhere to me. I'm like, wait, what? Sally. She comes back. She's Sarah Connor now, basically. Pretty much, it's blatantly ripping off Halloween 2018 with their Laurie Strode. But you know how it be. But she really doesn't add that much to this movie, except for like a couple saves of our final girls and like the end. So, a really goofy scene that it baffles my mind. Sally, so Leatherface is like in his room or whatever. He's just sitting there. Kind of like how he was in the original. But he's not having like the mental breakdown. Sally comes in with the shotgun and like begs him to remember her. Like that I'm the one that got away from you. First of all, how the heck is man's gonna remember some random girl he chased away in 1974 or whatever the year the movie took place in? You think he's gonna remember you? Do you think Do you think he'll like? Knowing Leatherface and how like his intelligence isn't really the best. He would probably forget about you within the next week. This dude is worried about so many other stuff than you, girl. And it's just Leatherface walks away, and then she doesn't shoot him, and then like she's just like it affects her that, oh, you don't remember me, you don't care. It's like a personal. It's like Leatherface was just like he doesn't know what's going on. That's classic Leatherface. But What's not classic Leatherface is him just walking away from somebody. Why don't you kill her? Why don't you? Because she's trying to hurt you. You can tell that for sure. But you just walk away. This Leatherface is confusing. I can't tell if this is the worst Leatherface, because, like, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 Leatherface is really up there for me. Then the Next Generation Leatherface is just, you know, it's not that he's pretty much a tranny. No, don't. No, it's not that. No, guys, it's not that at all. I promise. I promise. But, anyways, Leatherface, he pretty much butchers everybody, you know? Then it comes down to then it gets to this weird part on the bus that made me want to put my head through a brick wall. Leatherface comes up on the chainsaw, and all these people are just filming. And they're talking about canceling him. Yes, you heard me correctly. We're putting real life, we're putting cringy stuff that happens that, I mean, it is realistic. Some goofy people are like this, don't get me wrong. It is realistic. But I don't want to see that in a horror movie. I'm sorry. I understand it's comic relief, but it's dumb. What next takes place is Leatherface just pretty much butchers everyone on this bus. Cuts a woman in half. But the school shooter survivor girl and her sister, they survive. They get out. And then this is where Sally Hardesty comes back to try and fight Leatherface. Leatherface runs away from her because she has a fucking shotgun. He's able to block some of the shots with the chainsaw, which I guess that's kind of cool. But then, like, Leatherface comes out of nowhere and then just chainsaws her up in the air. And you're like, oh, she's pretty much dead now. Okay. What was the point of that? I am so confused. Like, I have no words. No words can describe the confusion. But then Leatherface is about to kill the two girls. Then Sally Hardesty, with one last gas, shoots Leatherface, or like shoots the chainsaw off him, or something like that. Whatever. It's whatever. Then she just dies. Wow, crazy. So they go into this place. It's in a theater. They're around the theater. This looks like some kind of sewer area. I don't know what the fuck's going on at this point. I'm just I'm befuddled, and I'm disappointed that I don't have a family in the tech. Yes, I'm gonna continuously mention that, guys. I'm sorry. But like, I just don't know what to say. So they get into a struggle with Leatherface, and it seems like they got him dead. But then they go into an autopilot car, and it's going 5 miles per hour. And then what commences is the goofiest thing ever. They're talking about something dumb, and then Leatherface breaks in the car and gets the sister, not the school shooter survivor, but the sister. And then Leatherface cuts her head off. And basically, that's really it. Leatherface does his chainsaw dance, and that's really it. Don't really know what else to say. This is laughably bad. Is this the worst Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie? I have to think long and hard about that. Well, what would I rate this movie? If I'm being generous, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. It's not the worst thing in existence, but it's just not a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, and I have to rate it based on it being a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, and to that it fails miserably. But anyways, until they make the next one, this will be all the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies reviewed by your boy. As I put on my community tab the other day, I will be watching the documentary for Bray Wyatt live, and I can't guarantee if I'll cry or not. I probably will. It's probably gonna be sad. It's gonna be sad, but it's important for me to watch. And I thought to honor him, I would watch it live. But other than that, I might post some gaming videos. I might do a live reaction to WrestleMania 40, perhaps. Maybe not. How I'm feeling. But yeah, guys, that's really it. That's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie series. Hopefully there's a lot more coming. Peace out, y'all.